What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? This your man Dre Mac coming to you again with another episode of the Dre Mac Show. Today, I'm actually going to be talking about 5 things I want to see in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. So, we're going to talk about that. Movie drops today, August the 2nd. Shout out to everybody who's already seen it. Um, I can't wait to go see it. We'll come back and do a when I do see it, I will come back and do a non-spoiler review on it. I do have some channel announcements that I want to address with you guys, especially if you're watching this on replay. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. That's really all I ask for is a good old thumbs up. But like I said, there is going to be some changes going on with the channel, and I'm going to discuss those changes with you today. So hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gant for that. So you already know what we do. You already know how we kick it off. The real question is, hopefully, it's time about be ready. I am ready. Hopefully, you guys are like I said, watching this. If you're watching this on a replay, like I said, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If this is your first time watching this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're a big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan, like I am, of course, you have questions about this new TMNT film. Now, what I will say is that so far critics and audience scores have been in the 90s, and we haven't gotten a good TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle flick in a long time that actually is a good film. Not just because they have turtles in it, and the turtles been around, you know what I'm saying, over 30 years now, since 87 is, it's going on 40 years of TMNT. I think what was it, 20? Yeah, it was 2022 or during the pandemic. They start celebrating, I think, what is it, 30 years? I think it was, no, let me take that back. 2024 will be 40 years since the Turtles debuted in Mirage Comics. I want to say it was a 1990 film. So, yeah, it was the 30th anniversary in 2020 during the pandemic. They got a lot of the old crew from the 1990 film together. Still, to me, best comic book movie of all times. That is debatable. But it is, to me, it's the best TMNT film. One of the best comic book films of all time. And I have a video that talks about that, just based on the aesthetic and all of that. I just think it's one of the greatest comic book films of all time. And with this film, I got questions. I just got questions. Same thing that I did with Transformers. Just things I want to see. And because I am a fan, I'm like a super fan of this genre. I got my turtle stuff in the back. You know what I mean? Again, since I'm a super fan of this genre, there's certain things that I just want to see. So let's go ahead. Let's get into 5 things I want to see out of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. All right. So again, this stream is not going to be long. Before I get into the 5 things that I want to see out of TMNT, I'm going to give you guys some channel information, some channel news. The channel is going to change just a little bit. I know a lot of you guys who come in and you catch the live streams, and shout out to all the guys who come out and check out the live streams in the morning. I do this Monday through Friday. You know what I mean? Primarily just the live streams. And I don't have time. Like, sometimes I can make a video and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I have to literally, because of edit. If I want to make a good video, it's editing and stuff like that. With these streams, I'm talking. You guys are interacting with me. I love it. Trust me. It's the greatest thing ever. But The way YouTube works is that it is based on watch hours over a 365 day period. And what I did not know is that once you start hitting your time in a year, it'll start deducting if you're not getting the watch hours that you need. It'll actually start pulling from you because you have to be able to, to be able to get monetized. Everybody's goal on YouTube is to get monetized. I'm not even going to try to kid nobody or whatever. We're trying to have a good following. We want to, you want to be an influence on something, especially if you're doing something that I feel that is right. You know what I mean? And you're doing good work. Yes, you want to have that presence on YouTube. You don't buy the equipment, you don't buy the cameras, you don't buy the mics, you don't buy any of that if your goal is not trying to have a good following, being monetized, and getting paid for your work. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to kid people. If I wanted to do this for free, I wouldn't have bought this expensive ass mic that I got. You know what I mean? I want to be honest with you guys. You know what I'm saying? So I want to get paid for my work. I feel like, there's no other YouTuber that gets on every single day in the morning after a 10 to 11-hour shift to give you the stuff that I'm giving you and giving you in high quality and all of that. So I want to get paid for my work. This is plain and simple. I do want to get paid for my work. So this is what's going to happen going forward next week. What I'm going to do, actually, it's going to start. Let me take that back. It's not next week, because we're getting ready for Jonathan Majors tomorrow. So, got to see how that rolls. But on tomorrow, starting tomorrow, you're still going to get a stream, but it's not going to be live. It's going to be a premiere. I'm going to move the time up from when I actually premiere the videos. That way I don't have I have a lot of my East Coast people that's just waking up. And I know some of you guys rock with me early in the morning. And again, this is 7 o'clock in the morning Central Time, 6 o'clock, Mountain Time, 5 o'clock Pacific. I'm not even hitting my LA audience right now because it's so early in the morning. So in the East Coast time, I'm always, you know what I'm saying? I'm an hour ahead of East Coast, but still 8 o'clock in the morning. It's so early, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind it, you know what I'm saying? Because I get ahead of certain things, but at the same time, I still miss a lot of things because I have to sleep because I work overnight. So this is what we're going to start doing. This is what the Dre Max Show is going to start doing. And all I needed you is you guys' support. All I need you to do is watch the videos like normal. But the videos will start airing probably about 11 o'clock Central Time, 12 o'clock Eastern Time, right? That's 9 o'clock LA time to West Coast time. Now, that way I'm hitting the peak hours that everybody's watching YouTube. I'm still going to give you everything, all the energy, all of that. It's just I'm going to record it and then I'm going to upload it through YouTube. That's the only difference. I'm going to record it and upload it through YouTube. And that way you still get everything that I'm doing. The only thing that it really bothers me is that I don't get to interact with you guys, but that's okay because I'm gonna give us the time to interact. And of course, we do the Blurred AF live show on Mondays. It's right now. Next Monday, we can't do it live because I'm at work. That'll be finishing up my Monday, but this 2-week 50-hour week. You know what I'm saying? Doing 100 hours, you know what I'm saying? These 2 weeks. And then that'll be done. But I'm going to start live streaming on Saturdays. One live stream, and it's just like a kickback. You know what I'm saying? Might have a topic or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's more going to be like a Q&A unless I got a day off that I'm not doing a Blurred AF. You know what I'm saying? And we could be able to just chat or whatever. But I am going to just do one stream a week, one live stream, maybe, well, actually 2, because Blurred AF, maybe 3, depending on how everything goes on like a Monday. But yeah, That's what I'm going to start doing. Again, I appreciate you guys' support, the light that really truly supports the live stream. But this is about watch hours, and this is a job. This is my part-time job, and I want to make it my full-time job. And the only way that I could get that is to do what you know, do what I got to do and what is required to get to a certain threshold with um with YouTube. So I mean, if you guys if you guys rock with me, if you watch me on the Facebook channel or you watch me on Twitter, man, don't forget to go to the YouTube channel if this is your first time watching. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel, man. I'm always going to give you this work. I'm going to give you the work. It's just going to be a little, and it's going to be a premiere, so you guys can be in the live chat. You can talk, chop it up, all of that. It's just going to be different, and I will put something in the I will put this information in the community page. So let everybody know. Premiere shows, not like it's not going to be a live stream. It's going to be pre-recorded, but it is going to be a premiere show, 11 o'clock, starting on tomorrow. So I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere, but it is frustrating to see your hours start dwindling down. It is very, as a YouTuber, and I've been on YouTube now for 2 years. No, let me take that 3 years, because I started during the pandemic in 2020. Um, doing something completely different. And then last year I made a change. I actually went back and looked at the video when I made that change. You know what I mean? And I'm very happy that I made that change. In the same token, I want to get paid for my work. You know what I mean? I'm tired of doing stuff for free. I want to get paid for my work, and this camera I'm still paying on. So we're gonna get this work in. Anyway, now that you know that, and again, it will be in the community page about the time difference and all that. So don't worry about that. 5 things I want to see out of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. So let's get to it. Number 1, will this movie be about family? And in the words of Dom Toretto, will it be about family? Now, this is the reason why I'm bringing this up, is because the first 1990 movie. Okay, now my package is being oh, good Lord. The first 1990 movie hooked everyone, where they made it about the family. You made it about the turtles. You have this family of reptiles living in a sewer with their master, their sensei, their father figure, Splinter, and the dynamic of just being brothers and being a family. You know what I'm saying? And what if that family leaves you? You know what I mean? That was a big selling point for the turtles. What is this? Hold on, y'all. Okay, now I'm not going to get my package till Friday. Boy, UPS, boy. Anyway, so the first movie was truly, really about family, fatherhood. Like, if you go back and you watch that movie, it's primarily about family and fatherhood. You have 2 opposite sides of the coin. You have Splinter, who was raised by Hamato Yoshi. You know what I'm saying? He was a pet. Just like, in the Mirage comics, mimicking his movements through my cage and learning the secret art of ninjutsu. You know what I mean? But he was like a father figure to him, and he watched his father figure die. You know what I'm saying? He watched his father, and he got angry and went after the person who killed, the father figure to him, the person who took care of him. You know what I mean? And he instilled that in the turtles. Like, one day, look, I'm an old rat. One day I'm going to be gone. You know what I mean? And, you have the other side with Yoroku Saki was like, this is your family. I am your father. I want you all to become full members of the Foot. You know what I mean? And his whole job was to take these kids who felt like they were outcasts and be a father figure to them, but just basically training them to be criminals. You know what I'm saying? And hey, we can all be a criminal element. You know what I mean? If it's just us. So will this movie be about family. That's one dynamic that is totally missed in the 2014 and 2017 movies. I mean, the TMNT CGI movie wasn't. I mean, it was a little bit better, but it was still forced dialogue, especially with Ralph and Leo. Um, it wasn't really that family dynamic that you. I mean, I mean, it wasn't really that. It was like we're bored. We saved the city, and now we don't have anything to do. We had to go get regular jobs. So, that I mean, I don't have no problem with that movie. It's just one of the things. All right, let's go to number 2. Will the origin story stay the same? Now, this is the reason why I ask this, because this particular film has not said anything about a shredder. There's a lady named Cynthia Utrom, that is, I think it's played by Maya Rudolph, but Cynthia Utrom is this. And if anybody knows what an Utrom is, that is the race that Crane comes from the comics. Oh, you blasted turtles. I'm gonna get you, Shredder. I can't do it. Black Nerd can do that so well. I can't do that at all. Blasted turtles. Shout out to my man, R.I.P. James Avery, man, the original Shredder. People forget that James Avery was the original Shredder. But so with this, I want to know, how are they going to do the origin story? What would the origin story look like? Is it going to be more in the vein of like an Elseworld Turtle story? Is this going to be like the Archie comics? No, people forget like the TMNT Adventures comics, the Archie comics was weird. You know what I mean? With Man Ray and all of those guys and stuff like that, it's like very mutant centric. It was weird stuff. They could do more of the weird TMNT stuff in the Archie comics than they could in the regular Mirage comics, because the Mirage comics was so dark and gritty and hardcore. You know what I mean? The Turtles did not joke. Even when I think Jim Larson was drawing them, they were no joke. So will the origin story be the same since there's no Shredder? You know what I mean? Again, there's Cynthia Utrom. So is she a Crane? We gotta find out. We gotta see what's going on with that. So will the origin story be the same is question number 2. Question number 3. Will Leo be the worst leader ever? Now, I'm taking this because in every iteration, Leo has done something that if he was supposed, that's all about being a leader, is failing and learning how to be able to lead. You know what I mean? Not, and what I say about failing, I mean, I don't really like to say the word fail. I say the word fail, F-E-L-L, instead of F-A-I-L. You know what I'm saying? You fail, so you got to learn and get yourself back up. And in the first movie, Leo, tried to be a leader the best way he possibly could, but he kept running in the Ralph. You know what I'm saying? Which Ralph is his own guy. One thing I did like about the first movie, you know what I mean, and the second movie, was Ralph was always led on his own beat, and I love that. You know what I mean? He never was the character that he leads himself. You know what I mean? And the scene in the first movie where Ralph asked him, so what do we do now? What do you mean, what do we do now? And Donnie and Mike were like, fight, kitchen, yeah. You went off on each other. It was like, and he even said, I never said I was your great leader. He's like, well, you sure act like it sometimes. You know what I mean? I love that. Well, you act like a jerk sometimes, you know that? And this attitude of yours isn't gonna do anything. Well, I just take my attitude and leave. Fine. Good. We don't need you. And when he said that, he knew he was wrong, because 5 minutes later, Ralph is getting thrown through the roof of April's apartment. And the second time around store. You know what I mean? Almost died. You know what I'm saying? It made him feel a certain way. And he had to learn how to be able to control, his anger around his brothers. You know what I'm saying? Be able to be, let him know that I love you. We need you. You know what I'm saying? So in the other movies now, in the TMNT movie, the CGI one, good God Almighty, just doing stuff like, you know what I mean? Come back and start tripping on Ralph. You know what I'm saying? Didn't really try to get an understanding. We need to train. We need to do. Like, God, dude, calm down. You know what I mean? Please, man, chill out. So the TMNT, I mean the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2014, 2017, he is trash as a leader. Trash as a leader. I do not particularly care for, it's like certain stuff in that movie is cool and certain stuff is just ill. And they still remind me of like IDW Turtles or whatever, mixed in with like the 2003 Turtles. But yeah, movie wise, there's been some low points for Leo. You know what I'm saying? Not so much in the third TMNT film that nobody talks about. That movie is good. I mean, oh God, that movie is bad with good parts in it. It just looks completely ugly. That's all it is. It just looks completely ugly. But there is some good in that movie. It's just way far in between. And it's hella dated. You know what I mean? So hopefully, this version of Leo it looks like they're just younger teenagers. You know what I mean? They're maybe 15, you know what I'm saying? 14, 15. And hopefully they make it where Leo gets to be able to, learn how to be able to take control and lead his brothers when, I mean, in every iteration, he's the oldest. You know what I'm saying? He's not the biggest, he's just the oldest. You know what I'm saying? Out of the four turtles. Mikey is like the youngest. Ralph is second to the oldest, so we'll see how that goes. All right. Number 4. Who is the real target audience? Is this really made for kids or 40-year-old men like me who grew up with the Turtles? And even if you grew up, like, just think about it. If you were 10 years old growing up with the 2012 Turtles, it's 2023. You're in your 20s now. Are you going to go watch Mutant Mayhem? You know what I mean? Or if you're 10 in 2020 in 2012, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're like 21. Are you going to go watch this movie? It's 2023, right? Yep. So, is it for guys who grew up with TMNT? Who is the real target audience? Now, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I have ordered some Mutant Mayhem toys so I can have it on display. I think they're awesome. And plus, I missed out on, I wasn't collecting way back when the 2007 Turtles came out. I had to I had the original Mirage, had the original 87 Playmates toys back in the day. I stole a lot of my toys. I'm so sorry to where I stole them from. I still feel horrible about stealing Donatello from that place. But is this movie really made for kids? Now, from the aesthetic wise, it does give you a lot of the Into the Spider-Verse vibes. The way that it's drawn, just looking at the picture on screen right now, the way that they're drawn is absolutely incredible. You know what I mean? The look and feel of the turtles, they look like the Ninja Turtles. They don't look like whatever that huge debauchery of turtles that was in that first 2014 Bayverse turtle movie. That was wow. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to tell you. That was wow. But this looks more like what the turtles will look like. So I'm going to give them an ultimate pass on this. This looks great. And I know people were like, everybody's trying to copy off of Enter the Spider-Verse. To me, this doesn't look more like Enter the Spider-Verse. This just reminds me of just a different art style. And I like that. It kind of reminds me of like not Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah, is it Frankie Wee or I forgot his name, but that kind of look, but in cartoon form. So that is my number 4, and then number 5. Will this be entertaining? Now I've already seen some of the early reviews on this. They're in the 90s for this movie, and I like that. A TMNT movie that is not only entertaining um the critics, but the audience scores are high too. And I like that. I want the audience scores high. I mean, I'm rocking my turtle stuff here, Technodrome. You know what I'm saying? So I want the turtles aesthetic. I want um those those figures. I mean those turtles. I want this to be entertaining. I want kids and adults to be able to enjoy it. I know with any movie, especially when you have a franchise this old, because I grew up with this franchise and I'm in my 40s, so I could just imagine that will there be stuff in there to reference for me, you know what I'm saying, as an adult now, if I'm taking my kids, because I grew up on this. What are you going to give me? You're going to give me the original theme song, you know what I'm saying? Are you going to give me something from a movie? You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I would just tell you this whole look from this here, that is from the 2014 Turtles. That look, and it reminds you of the comic book version of the Turtles when they didn't have any eyes for like Batman, or that's weird. You know what I mean? So, or like Deadpool, you know what I mean? So yeah. Will this be entertaining? So according to the audiences and according to I keep bringing up Grace. I like Grace. I don't really have a problem with Grace. I just don't I don't agree with some of her takes, but some of her takes I do agree with. Which anybody, I mean, you don't have to agree with me, please don't, because you'll be highly disappointed. But she even said, as a person who really doesn't really engage in this genre, that it was very entertaining. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta go watch this for myself to see if it's very entertaining. So that is the 5 things that I'm looking forward to in this movie. And I don't know why I didn't have this up the whole entire time. Those are 5 things that I want to see. Now, with again, with TMNT being one of my favorite franchises of all time, next to Transformers, like those are the 2 things I could watch all over again, like a little kid, watching Transformers, watching Turtles. I want to see what's super, because with Seth Rogen doing this, and I don't know how much of a fan he is to TMNT. Is he going to keep the aesthetic? Like, you can make changes, but don't make so much dramatic changes that it doesn't make sense and it takes away from the aesthetic of what the magic of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, why Turtle Mania swept, through the 80s like that. Matter of fact, Rise of the TMNT, I did a non-spoiler review on that when it dropped. That movie was amazing for Nickelodeon, and I wasn't expecting it to be that good. Their whole aesthetic is different. You know what I mean? Their whole the lore and all of that, the way Splinter acts, all of it is completely different from what I grew up with. 87 Turtles, 2003 Turtles, because I watched those. Those Turtles. And the Mirage and IDW comics. So it's a little bit different. But did they make a good movie? They made a hell of a movie. Very well done. I'm surprised that didn't go to the big screen, but I'm glad it was, it was on Netflix, and it was amazing. Amazing. Would this be that? And that's all I want. And from what I understand, Grace Randolph said, hey, me not knowing this lore, it was a very fun movie to be engaged in. It kept me engaged. You know what I mean? And that's all you want a movie to do. And for what I understand, it comes in at about 90 minutes. the first two original Turtles came in 90 minutes. So that's good. Um, in that level. So I'm all for that. But yeah, I am looking forward to seeing TMNT Mutant Mayhem. Those are 5 things I want to see. What do you guys want to see in Mutant in this? And also, don't forget that I do have this petition that I put up for saving T'Challa. Don't forget about that one. I want to make sure that you guys still know. I haven't talked about the petition because I've been very busy at work, but I will talk about that. I wanted to do a reaction to Chillmonger's video on the mantle. He had Black Panther and Green Lantern. I got to check that video out. But I want to do a reaction to that video. So that will come later. Let me see. Do I have anything? Well, let me make sure that you guys know about the giveaway. What's up? This your man Dre Mac. Want a chance to win a little bit of my money?
Got my money?
Well, all you got to do is like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Go ahead and hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. You know why? Because I'm trying to hit 2,000 subscribers.
Baby needs shoes. My wife needs clothes.
Once I hit 2,000 subscribers, if you like, share, and subscribe to this channel, you will actually have a chance to win a $100 gift card.
Message.
Again, like, share, subscribe, share with your friends. Once I hit 2,000 subscribers, I'm giving away $100. Want a chance to win? All you got to do is do that, and I'll see you on the other side. Hopefully, you're the winner. I'm still running the contest. As soon as I hit 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away a $100 gift card. Now, this is one of the reasons, like, I'm going to recap because I want you guys to kind of understand the reason why the live streams are not I'm not going to do live streams in the morning anymore. I'm talking about the live stream premiere videos. Still the same aesthetic, still nothing changes. It's just I'm going to record them and then they're just going to be uploaded later on in the day at 11 o'clock. And I will just you will see the premiere show up 11 o'clock video, whatever I'm talking about. That's what it's going to be. So again, I care about you guys. I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys good content. That's at the end of the day, that's all that matters. But I'm working towards a goal and I got to get to that goal. So as long as you guys are still supporting me, that's all I really care about. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
I guess we got to wrap it up. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Dre Mac Show. Again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Where's my outro at? Let me get out of here. If you came to this part of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you want to get a little bit more personal with me, make sure that you follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher.